You know the scene from the movies, right? Two people meet, the music starts to swell, and everything in their world just clicks. It's supposed to be soft, easy, and totally safe. But what if real destiny feels like, well, nothing like that at all? Okay, let's dive into this because we're about to unpack a pretty radically different idea. So, on one side, you've got that fairy tale we're all sold, but on the other, a much, much tougher reality. The whole idea here is that a true destined soul connection doesn't arrive to make you feel all cozy. Nope, it arrives like a storm to totally disrupt everything you thought you knew. It feels unsettling, not certain. It makes you feel exposed, not safe. So why? Why all the disruption? Why does it start with tension instead of comfort? Well, it's because this kind of connection, its purpose is way deeper than just making you happy. Its real job is to kick off a really difficult, but absolutely necessary process inside of you. And this is where the perspective really flips. See, this person isn't your missing piece. Think of them more like a mirror. Their presence creates this incredible tension because maybe for the first time ever, you feel completely and totally seen. And that includes all the messy parts you try to hide. They just see right through all the masks. So, the whole point of this first encounter, it's not about getting together. It's about waking up. It's meant to light up all your own unhealed wounds, the parts of yourself you've been avoiding. The connection isn't really about them. It has always been about you. And this is the part of the story that it feels like failure, right? These incredibly powerful, life-changing connections, they often completely fall apart. But what if that separation wasn't an accident? What if it was actually intentional?
Look, the separation doesn't happen because the bond wasn't strong enough. Not at all. It happens because the people weren't finished yet. You know, maybe one of you is still carrying around old wounds, or the other one is just terrified of what real love feels like. And when two incomplete people try to make it work, even the most amazing love can turn destructive. So, life steps in.
You could almost give it a name, something like Destiny's Pause. It's like a timeout, designed to protect the connection from the very people in it. And here's the kicker. The pain you're feeling, it's not just about missing them. It's the growing pains of you being forced to finally truly face yourself. This brings us to maybe the most critical part of this whole journey. What actually happens in the silence? During that time apart. This is where the real work gets done, and it's all happening inside you. So, without them even being there, this huge shift starts happening. First, your standards they skyrocket. Things you used to put up with, suddenly they're unbearable. Then you start craving depth because all the shallow distractions just feel empty. All those old, false ideas you had about love, they just start to crumble. And finally, you start building your sense of self-worth from the inside. And I want to be clear, this is not about obsessing over them. It's about getting real with yourself. And then you hit this moment. This is the big one. It's the moment you realize you don't need them to feel whole anymore. Your happiness isn't tied to whether they're around or not. And ironically, that's the exact moment that true alignment can finally begin. All right, so you've done all this hard internal work. You've gone through the disruption, the separation, the transformation. So how does this whole thing end? Well, it ends with what we'll call the final alignment, and it leads to one of two very peaceful outcomes. Yeah, this is the big question, isn't it? After all that, do you get the Hollywood ending? Well, kinda yes and kinda no. See, there's more than one right way for this to play out. The story can go one of two ways. Let's look at outcome one. They come back, but it's different this time. It's quiet, it's clear. All the games, the fear, the ego, gone. It's just two whole, complete individuals meeting again. Now, outcome two, they don't come back. And listen, this is also a win. Why? Because the connection did its job. It woke up your soul, it broke your harmful cycles, and it put you on a brand new path you were always meant to walk. See? Both endings are about healing. So when you really boil it all down, the ultimate lesson here is incredibly simple. The final test isn't drama or intensity, it's peace. Whether that person ends up in your life or not, the result of a truly destined connection is a sense of calm and wholeness inside yourself. What's meant for you will feel like peace, not constant anxiety. Which leaves us with this final thought to really chew on. Are the most important people in our lives the ones who stick around forever? Or are they the ones who show up, turn our world completely upside down, and in doing so, change us into the person we were always destined to become?